we still think about manufacturing in the United States as yesterday's economy, as opposed to the vanguard of innovation in our economy. 9% of the jobs, 11% of the GDP, 35% of our engineers, 68% of private sector R&D, 90% of our patents. We may be the only mature economy to somehow decouple production and innovation. Trust me, the Germans aren't doing it, the Japanese are not doing it, and the Chinese are not doing it. Some bad news. Glenn talked about the Great Recession, a loss of 8.5 million jobs. Manufacturing led the loss. 2.3 million manufacturing jobs lost during the recession. More than construction, more than business and professional services, more than trade and transportation. We think about the Great Recession as a housing recession, a recession of the finance sector. Manufacturing took the brunt of it. And in the last decade, we lost 6 million manufacturing jobs in the United States. And once you lose those jobs, trust me, engineering, product development, technology skills, they leave the country. Third point is some good news, right? Since the end of the recession, manufacturing has gained back about 526,000 jobs, right? Not enough to make up the loss, but some significant change. And there are trends out there right now, the rise of wages in China, the shale gas revolution, the beginning of reshoring of production facilities, some disruptive technology, 3D imaging, digital fabrication, that gives us the sense that this is not a blip, but the beginning of something big. So here's the question that we have for ourselves and for the country. And these are essentially the topics of yesterday's papers, and I think will be the topic of some of our conversation today. How do we begin to drive collaboration between our major companies, our universities, a series of specialized firms, so we can crack the code on product and process innovation, right? As they do in Germany. So we've recommended a series of advanced industry innovation hubs, not very expensive, right? Building on some modest beginnings at the Department of Commerce and Department of Energy. How do we build a supply of skilled workers? Yesterday we recommended a race to the shop. Remember race to the top? Race to the shop. I failed shop, but I know there's quite a few people out there who make things. How do we have a race to the shop so we can challenge states and cities to orient their skills workers to their distinctive manufacturing clusters, whether it's automotive in Louisville and Detroit, whether it's aerospace in Wichita and Seattle, whether it's computer and electronic products in Portland and San Jose. And then last piece is how do we grow a supply of advanced engineers in the United States by creating a network of manufacturing universities? We've done it with land grants starting in the 1860s. This is the challenge of this generation, this century, this era.